In this we are going to talk about the code of conduct of lawyer, and also we will discuss as a lawyer as a social engineer. First, code of conduct. This code of conduct of lawyers means the rules and regulations which are made for the lawyer to follow while working in their profession, while working in the court, while pleading in the court. And lawyers are also binded by some code of conducts made by Nepal Bar Council Act 2051. There are 10 sections, and third section talks about the code of conducts. Some of them are: a lawyer shall not commit any act contrary to the basic principle of morality. A lawyer shall not induce his client to initiate any false case. A lawyer shall not fabricate a case with an intention to harass, to avenge any person. Shall not withhold his cooperation to court in disposal of cases either directly or indirectly. A lawyer shall not abuse or cause to abuse the judicial process. A lawyer shall not prohibit his client from making the true statement before the court. A lawyer shall not spread or disseminate or transmit of false information of any kinds which may bring dishonor to the court or judge or legal practitioners during the course of discharge of judicial function. A lawyer shall not return the brief of his client in such a way that the service of new lawyer could not be availed by of him. A lawyer shall not misappropriate the fund of any organization or association. A lawyer shall not act contrary to the following code of conduct: shall be punctual to the court, shall appear in court in prescribed dress with black coat, shall show due respect to the bench and opposition counsel, shall refrain from making false accusation, expression hatred or anger or enmity against opposition counsel and his client, shall treat with courtesy to the officer staff of the court, shall plead his case with due respect to the bench only when his turn comes up. No precedent to be cited and unknowingly pleaded with which has been already overruled, and no law be pleaded while is not applicable or is repealed or which has been amended subsequently in order to benefit one's client. A lawyer shall not knowingly assert any fact before the bench unless the same could be substantiated from document from his case file. A lawyer shall not accept a case involving a document in which he has reason to believe to be called himself as a witness. A lawyer shall not disclose any information communicate to him by his client in his professional capacity in any manner. A lawyer shall not raise or use large signboard, no previous designation or statute not related to legal practice to be published in name card or visiting card or file or letter pad with an objection of commercial publicity. A lawyer shall not raise or use large signboard, no previous designation or statute not related to legal practitioner, provided that this restriction shall not apply in case to those documents in which a legal practitioner fields of specialization or expertise on particular types of case are indicated or printed. A lawyer shall not stipulate his fee on the percentage or on the contractual basis or by law of binding from the client. A lawyer shall not appear before a court under the influence of any intoxication, drinks, or drugs the course of his professional duty. A lawyer shall not base his fee on the outcome of the cases. A lawyer shall not submit any false record statement to the counsel as and when demanded. A lawyer shall not certify or sign any document which has not been prepared by himself or under his instruction or advice. The same is prepared by his junior working in his firm or chamber. A lawyer shall not use or engage any tort or agent for commission with an view to solicit any client. A lawyer shall not engage himself in the business transaction or transfer of property as a broker. A lawyer shall not involve in drafting or pleading of the same case on the behalf of both plaintiff and defendant, and also not instruct knowingly and any other law practitioner or writer or other person who works under with him. A lawyer shall not prepare, use any blank paper obtained from client, converting the same into legal deed or construct a document with a view to gain benefit from himself and causing harm to the client. A lawyer shall not destroy or otherwise render invalid as evidence any original document obtained from the client on instant from opposite party to the case. A lawyer shall not make available any original document evidence received from his client to the opposite party with a motive to bestow benefit to the latter. A lawyer shall not commit any kinds of corruption related to offense. A lawyer shall not commit any crime related to moral turpitude. A senior advocate shall be abide by the following code of conduct in addition to the code as referred to above subs rule 1. Including sub rule 1 above the conduct, the senior advocate will be guided by the following this A and B conduct also. While pleading before a bench in any cases, he shall not appear without engaging at least one advance with him. He must have a assistant. A senior advocate under normal circumstance shall not appear before an administrative office for pleading. Now if they will violate, the punishment for the violation of code of conduct. Punishment for the violation of code of conduct means a lawyer are also given punishment whenever they won't follow the rules and regulation mentioned in sub rule 1 and 2 of section 3 of code of conduct for legal practitioner 2051. If any legal practitioner is found to have for the first time violated the conduct referred to clause A to U of sub rule 1 and sub rule 2 or rule 3, he shall be admonished. Admonished means he should be given warning at first time. 2 number, if any legal practitioner is found to have violated the conduct referred to clause B and 2 of sub rule 1 of rule 3 or violated the conduct after having awarded the punishment of admonished or already warned once before, his license shall be suspended, restricting him from legal practice for a specific period of time. For certain period of time his license will be suspended and he will not be able for the legal practice. And at last, if any legal practitioner is found to have violated the conduct referred to clause X to AC of sub rule 1 of rule 3, or if he is found to have violated the conduct again even after having awarded the punishment of suspension of license, restricting the practice of law for a specific period of time, the license of such a practitioner shall be revoked. At last, if he also did the mistake, then his license shall be taken and he will not be involved in the legal practice. Now lawyer as a social engineer. This lawyer, every human being needs society to live, but when many people stay together, there arises problems which may lead society disorder. So to address the people's need, to tackle the human problem and to solve the social problem, lawyers play a vital role. Lawyers are the one that can speak on the behalf of their client, punish the wrong and protect the victim by providing justice. Lawyers are also known as a social engineer. As the lawyer make the building, in the same way this lawyer also make the society strong. And American philosopher Roscoe Pound said that lawyers are a social engineer because they are the one that solve the conflicting interest of the society. Lawyers are also called engineer because they help to produce least friction and least waste while solving the problem, and they settle down all the dispute and make the society strong. So that lawyer are called as a social engineer. Thank you.